Tell me, why is it so hard to enjoy the little things when you felt like you haven't deserved them yet? I'm doing a 30-day sketchbook challenge. I feel like is on the frequency of creation. Art is on the frequency of creation. When I discovered that throughout the years when I was drawing my webcomics, that at a certain point I came to the realization that I actually became the person I was drawing for all these years. I was thinking, especially now that I feel like I'm somewhere in a phase that I know I need to level up, because I feel stuck in this phase that I'm in right now. I know what is, and I know how the world is going, and I'm just not happy where we're heading. And I feel like I want to do something about that for myself. I feel like I need to get to a point or to a level where I'm happy with what I'm creating. And I know the short form content is not it anymore, especially not for me. I feel art is not supposed to be consumed in just fractions of a second. And we are getting desensitized to art in general, especially on these short form content platforms like Instagram, and especially Instagram actually. Uh, I feel that AI is getting a significant place in on that platform, and art, real artists, real art is not getting a place anymore, is not receiving a place on the podium anymore. And so I was thinking, how can I uplevel myself so that I feel very joyful and happy to create, that there's also an authentic connection between me and my audience. And I was like, I'm going to do this 30-day sketchbook challenge where I'm just creating every single day the person who I admire to be, or who I think is aligned with who I truly am. It might seem small, but I often would not take the time to enjoy something as simple as a coffee, because I feel that having a coffee should be accompanied by productivity. And that is a mindset that I've been wanting to get rid of. I would not allow myself the little things unless I did something for it first. And I mean, in the long run, it can lead to burnout, and I need to enjoy my life in order to have a fulfilling career as well. I cannot be productive all the time. I cannot allow myself these little things unless I've been productive, or only unless I've been productive. It is such a toxic mindset, and I feel like the higher version of myself would not live like that. She wouldn't be able to live like that. So I want to get rid of these little aspects and these little thoughts that are creeping into my mind. So every day I'm just going to spend my mornings talking to you about what I draw for the day. And I believe, because my art has brought me up until this point where I'm a full-time creator, I'm having an amazing community, I'm so lucky to lead this life. I feel like, okay, from here on, especially since I've been feeling a bit stuck, I'm just going to do things that will get me towards being that person. And I gave myself 30 days. I know it's very little, but I am very sure that I will see significant change. I already feel a difference between yesterday and today, whereas yesterday I was really looking for solutions, because I recorded this video and then my phone storage was full. So I was at a point where I couldn't record anymore, which was terrible. So I had to clean up space, and then I had just enough storage to record the video for yesterday. But then I had to edit that, and I do that on my iPad, so it's all connected to one another. But then apparently iMovie is not like, I don't know, Premiere Pro, and there are not these fancy multiple video tracks available. So I really had a terrible afternoon, because I eventually spent 3 to 4 hours cleaning or trying to clean up my phone. At this point, I still have no idea how to clean up my phone. I eventually deleted a bunch of things. I deleted a bunch of apps, and then I cleaned up a bunch of apps, did an update. It was such a mess, and eventually I edited the video until 11 p.m., then gave up because it wasn't working. And then this morning I finished editing the video. By the way, I'm recording this today. I'm also posting this on Patreon today, but you on YouTube are going to see it tomorrow. If you want to see them whenever they're ready, you can join me on Patreon. My Patreon is the most awesome community I've ever been part of. My patrons are amazing. They're so wholesome. We're also on Discord. I will link all the links below. We are very close on Patreon and it's super wholesome, and you get to see my videos in advance. You get to see the sketches that I'm making every single day. I'm posting them with the videos as well, so you have exclusive content that no one else gets to see, or you get to see stuff in advance. You can get amazing perks on Patreon as well. So by the way, just going to link them all in the description box. There's so much traffic. There's so much traffic. Remind me in a year or so that I need to get back on the topic of moving. So far, I think the process of creating my future Prue is pretty awesome. I'm very excited to see where she's going and where I'm going with her, because I feel like we're so connected to one another that it's just going to be amazing how it will have influenced me in 30 days. And right now, in comparison to yesterday, I feel so much more confident already. Like, I know how to create these videos now. I know what my workflow is going to be, and I know that I'm also showing up more confidently because I know I will figure out how to post it and how to get it to you. So I'm already feeling a change. Even though it's very tiny, I feel it as a huge win. I'm also figuring out how I'm going to show up on Instagram, because I do want to still post my comics on Instagram too. It just annoys me that I don't get to connect with my audience on Instagram like I would on Discord or Patreon or through videos. I feel like the longer form content will allow me to have that connection, or a better connection with you guys. So I'm very excited about that as well. So I guess my job for today is to enjoy my coffee, but at a quiet time. Like, not when I achieved certain things, or not while I'm being productive, or not while I'm working, or not maybe while I'm drawing, because drawing can still be part of my leisure time too. It's so funny how those two worlds just come so well together, and it's just so sad that because of a certain platform or certain newer technology that the joy of creation just gets so dulled out. There were times where I was creating art and comics, and I would think to myself, this is not going to be a popular one. I felt so sad when I realized that that was what I was doing with my art as well at a certain point. There has been so much change over the past years, and I just want to get back in that joyful state. And I'm already so thankful that these videos are giving me so much joy already, and that I already feel like a deeper connection with you. So if you're here watching, I really want to thank you for that. I feel like the world needs that. The world needs to getting connection again. There's doom scrolling, there's all these things that trigger your brain constantly and keep your brain busy, but eventually you're not living your life, and that's like the saddest part of it. And I don't know if you have this as well, but there was a certain point where I realized, like, okay, I've just spent 2 hours scrolling and I feel like my brain is completely numb. I feel like there's just one huge fog in my brain, and I'm not grounded anymore. Like, it's just like I'm floating. And you can't imagine how long I searched for something that will get me back into connection and would eventually lead to get a greater joy out of life again. So here we are. I drew my morning sketch. I deserve my quiet coffee time. And I'm going to enjoy my quiet coffee time this afternoon. I promise you that, because I need to put this all into reality. And look who's here. I'm going to allow Prue to show up in my own life as well. I'm going to see her as my spirit animal. You know, you can participate in this challenge as well if you like. I have a Discord, you can share your art on there, but there will also be a 7-day freebie. I already created that. I just need to finish off some things about that challenge and then publish it. But I think maybe I will publish it on Friday and I will post about it on Instagram and Patreon and Discord and everything. But Friday's video will publish on Monday here. So maybe you want to check out my Instagram and just check out the stories if you want to participate in it earlier. I'll probably I'll probably get to launch it on Friday. It's going to be a little bit of a different challenge because I wanted to go a bit deeper into the personal development thing and the journaling aspect of what I'm doing right now. And the reason for that is because I just like both. And I think it will be a great project for you to do. It's just so much fun, and you don't need a lot. You just need a sketchbook or something to draw on, like loose paper sheets are fine too. But let me know if you want to participate. If you want to go on your own journey and make your own alter ego, I think that would be amazing to do. Maybe I could set something up where we have this place where we can just all post our arts and create this wholesome community or like a forum or anything. I'll figure it out. Okay, I think that was it for now. Don't forget that next week I'll also launch my bookish collection on my shop, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back tomorrow. Bye!